Downfall of Demarcus Cousins. Demarcus Cousins used to be one of the most, if not the most feared NBA players in the NBA, and was by far the best center in the league at one point. Before centers like Joel Embiid and Karl Anthony Towns took over, the blueprint was Demarcus Cousins. He was one of the first centers to start being flashy in today's game, such as big man to start shooting threes, doing crossovers, doing flashy passes, shooting fadeaway mid-range. Although those things might have been already slightly common, Demarcus Cousins did it on a different level, averaging 25 plus points per game, 12.7 rebounds, and 5 assists. Like I said earlier, this might be normal for today's centers, but at this time, every center in the NBA was a bunch of Shaqs. This is what I mean by Demarcus Cousins influenced and paved the way for flashy big mans alongside KD in the NBA today. People started to notice the vision when he was in college at Kentucky. You can see, and as scouting reports would say, Demarcus Cousins was very slow, but he was very strong and flashy. He wasn't explosive, but would outmuscle his opponents in the paint and use his tricks. In 2010, he would end up being a first-round pick in the 5th overall. His rookie year, he would do decent, averaging 14 points per game, 8 rebounds, and 2 assists. The following year, his second year, he would average 18.1 points per game, followed by 11 rebounds and 1 assist. As each year would go on, his prime hit in 2015 through 16 season, averaging 27, 11, and 3 assists, averaging a double-double every game. Not only was he a great player, but he was entertaining as well. He would beef with people, get ejected every game, argue with the refs, players, and get into physical altercations, and was just a funny NBA player.
Is that itself? Look, Demarcus Cousins won't let Isaiah Thomas shake hands with the other team.
Back to his prime of his later years on the Kings and on the Pelicans. Although he would average around the 20s per game, he would still average 30. His career high is 56 points against the Charlotte Hornets and would score 55 on the Portland Trail Blazers. Then later would get ejected from that game. Demarcus Cousins was a good duo with Rajon Rondo, but it wouldn't be enough. They would miss the playoffs. And Demarcus Cousins would just sadly be an elite center on a trash team. Another successful thing that Demarcus Cousins would do is play in 3 All-Star games. While in his prime, he finally decided to go for a trade and go to the New Orleans Pelicans to team up with Anthony Davis, both in the prime while having the best center and power forward in the league. Sadly, the Pelicans would finish at 34 and 48 and miss the playoffs. Next year, the Pelicans would bounce back and be 48 and 34 ironically, top 6 in the Western Conference. Everything looked like it was going well. Demarcus Cousins' career was starting to go up in the 2017 through 18 season. That's until January 26, 2018. Demarcus Cousins would tear his Achilles against the Rockets. And this injury is the first injury that set him back. The Pelicans would sweep the Blazers in the playoffs and would eventually face the Warriors and lose. In the very offseason that same year, in 2018, July 6, Demarcus Cousins would shock the world and sign with the Golden State Warriors. This made everybody frustrated.
In case you haven't checked Twitter yet, Demarcus Cousins just signed with the Golden State Warriors.
We would see one of the best big man duos just collapse all because of an injury. Even Anthony Davis had a reaction to this and called Demarcus Cousins an enemy. Kevin Durant already went to the Warriors the previous year, which pissed everyone off. Demarcus Cousins going just put a cherry on top. Demarcus Cousins would do pretty decent and average 16 points per game. He didn't really need to do much because Curry and KD were already on the team with Clay and Draymond on the side, but would only average 8 rebounds per game. Demarcus Cousins then would get injured again, but this time on the Warriors in the playoffs. He returned in the finals but didn't do much at all. He would have a fluke with the Warriors and wouldn't do much at all. Then would go to the Houston Rockets. He wouldn't do very good on the Rockets either, averaging 9 to 10 points per game. People still had a little hope for him, but he just wasn't doing much of the opportunity. He would then go to the Lakers to team up with LeBron and Anthony Davis and reunite with AD, but would hardly ever see the court. He still got a ring out of it, which was really good for him. He would then go to the Los Angeles Clippers and sign a 10-day contract multiple times and was a backup center. This is when his career officially fell in the toilet. He would underperform and average 7 to 8 points a game. The next year, he would go to the Milwaukee Bucks and average 10 points a game. He would then leave again and sign with his final team, the Denver Nuggets, in the 2022 season and would average only 9 points per game. He would then find himself playing overseas, playing for the Taiwan Beer Leopards in 2023 through 24. He later then got into it with a YouTuber by the name of Adrian Harding. Anyways, the downfall of Demarcus Cousins was really sad to see. We barely got to see his prime, but it ended short, all because of one injury. He could have been decent later on, but he just kept getting injured more and more, and he would underperform. We couldn't get to see more of him. And that'll be it for today. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know what video I should make next in the comments.